What if I told you that in just 3 days you could walk into a completely different reality, one where your desires are no longer dreams but living, breathing experiences? 3 days is all it takes to turn the impossible into possible, if possible, if you dare to use the hidden technique I'm about to reveal. This isn't luck, it's magic, the kind that comes from within you. Most people think change takes years, but the truth is reality doesn't need years to shift, it needs only a moment of alignment. And 3 days of focus can transform everything. The universe is not slow. It responds instantly to your state of being. If you've ever felt trapped in a cycle of repeating circumstances, understand this. You are not stuck because life is cruel. You are stuck because you have not yet changed the inner picture that life reflects back to you. The 3-day reality shift technique shows you how to replace that picture with the one you truly desire. And when you do, life has no choice but to obey. The first step of this technique is clarity of desire. For 3 days you must choose one reality to focus on, not 10. Too many people scatter their energy across countless wishes, and in doing so, they dilute their power. Decide exactly what you want to step into: a new relationship, a financial breakthrough, a healing in your body, or a door of opportunity that has seemed impossible to open. Write it down in clear, exact words. Say it as though it has already happened. I am in my dream home. I am overflowing with wealth. I am loved deeply. This clarity plants the seed of your new reality. Without it, your energy is unfocused and magic cannot happen. The second step is immersion of imagination. For 3 nights, as you prepare to sleep, shut off the noise of the world and step into the silent theater of your mind. Here, replay the scene of your desired reality, as though it is happening now. If it is wealth, imagine holding the money in your hands. If it is love, imagine hearing the words whispered to you. If it is health, imagine the freedom of moving without pain. The key is not watching yourself from a distance, but entering the scene and living it from the first-person view. The more real you make it in your imagination, the more your subconscious accepts it as truth. And what the subconscious accepts, the world must mirror. The third step is emotional embodiment. Thinking and imagining are powerless without feeling. You must ask yourself, how would I feel if this were already real? Would you feel relief, joy, gratitude, excitement? For 3 days, saturate yourself with that feeling until it becomes your natural state. Emotion is the fuel that ignites imagination into reality. When you feel the happiness of your fulfilled desire even before it comes, you trick the mind into believing it is already done. And once your mind accepts it, your reality shifts to match it. Now here is the most important part: persistence for 3 days. Do not skip a night. Do not allow doubt to creep in. For 72 hours, your task is simple. Live in the end of your desire, as if it is already yours. The world may look the same on the outside, but within you, something has shifted. That shift is the invisible cause that will soon break open into visible results. 3 days is enough to convince the subconscious, and once convinced, it creates without effort. Skeptics will laugh and say, 3 days? Impossible. But think about it, how quickly can bad news change your reality in a single moment? One phone call can shift your whole life. If negative changes can happen instantly, why not positive ones? Reality is fluid, not fixed. It bends to the picture you hold and the feelings you embody. What makes this technique magical is not time, but intensity of focus. In 3 days of undistracted focus, you can accomplish what most people never achieve in years of scattered wishing. Imagine this. You begin today, choosing your desire clearly. Tonight you step into your imagination, and you feel the reality of it so strongly you fall asleep smiling. Tomorrow you repeat it, and the joy feels more natural. By the 3rd night it no longer feels like a dream, but a memory you are reliving. And then something shifts. A phone call comes. An email arrives. A door opens. Sometimes it's small at first. Sometimes it's big. But the chain of events begins, and your new reality unfolds before your eyes. 3 days of inner work have the power to rewrite your entire outer life. But there is one condition: you must believe you are worthy of this reality. Many people block their shift. because they secretly believe they don't deserve what they ask for. They imagine wealth but feel guilty. They imagine love but feel unworthy. That inner conflict cancels the magic. For 3 days you must not only see the desire, you must accept that it is your right to live it. The universe does not withhold, you are the one who decides whether to receive. Believe that you are worthy, and the reality will rush to meet you. This technique is not about forcing, it is about surrendering. You are not struggling to create reality, you are allowing it to flow through you. For 3 days you lay down the weight of fear and doubt and step into certainty. You walk, speak, and feel as though you already live in your desire. You stop asking when will it come, and start declaring it is already mine. That state of being is the true magic. And the universe responds faithfully, like a mirror showing you the reflection of what you carry inside. So I challenge you now, choose your desire today, immerse yourself in it for 3 nights, embody the emotions of its fulfillment, and hold firm for 3 days. Do this, and you will witness what most call impossible. Reality will shift in ways that defy logic. Because reality does not obey logic, it obeys consciousness. And consciousness shifted for 3 days is enough to start a lifetime of transformation. The 3-day reality shift technique is not a trick. It is not luck, it is law. What you live within, you live without. 3 days of living in the reality of your desire is all it takes for magic to happen. So decide today, because your new life is not far, it is only 3 days away. Reality does not ask for decades to transform. It only needs a moment of alignment, a shift in how you see yourself and the world. In 3 days of undistracted focus, you can plant a seed so powerful that it begins to break the soil of your current circumstances. Life is not slow, it is responsive, and it mirrors what you hold firmly in your inner world. People wait years for doors to open, not realizing they could have turned the handle themselves with 3 days of mental discipline. The moment you align with the reality you seek, you send out a vibration that cannot be ignored. Just as lightning strikes in an instant, transformation too can flash into your life suddenly. Those who understand this never waste years begging, they choose, they align, and they shift. 3 days of focused vision can create what hesitation delays for decades. Clarity is the first requirement of magic, for without it, your energy is scattered like broken glass instead of concentrated like a laser. The universe does not respond to confusion, it answers clear commands. When you choose one desire and pour yourself into it for 3 days, the force you generate becomes irresistible. Many fail because they chase too many realities at once, never fully committing to one. But when you declare, "This is my reality now," you give your mind and spirit a destination to reach. Clarity is power because it cuts through distraction and directs all energy to one outcome. Just as a seed must be planted in one soil to grow, your desire must be planted in one vision to bear fruit. In 3 days of clarity, you set in motion a reality that was always waiting for you to choose it. Imagination is the secret theater where the invisible becomes visible. For 3 nights, you must close the outer eyes and open the inner ones, stepping into the world you wish to inhabit. See yourself living the desire not as a distant observer, but as the one inside the scene. Touch it, hear it, smell it, breathe it. Let the vision play again and again, and in the walls of your room. The mind cannot distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is physically experienced, and once convinced, it begins rewriting reality. This is not idle daydreaming, it is purposeful creation. Each night you replay the scene, you press the imprint deeper into your subconscious. 3 nights of immersion in imagination can plant a new destiny so strongly that the outer world bends to perform it. Feeling is the spark that ignites imagination into reality, for thought without emotion is powerless. You must dare to ask, "How would I feel if my dream were already here?" Then you must wear that feeling like a cloak for 3 days straight. If you would feel joy, then laugh in advance. If you would feel relief, breathe peace as though the burden is already gone. If you would feel gratitude, pour out thanks as if the gift were already in your hands. Emotion is vibration, and vibration is what the universe answers. The deeper you feel the end, the faster it appears in your beginning. People often imagine without feeling and wonder why nothing changes. But when you unite thought with emotion, creation begins. 3 days of living in the feeling of the wish fulfilled will call forth results that logic cannot explain. The subconscious is the soil of reality, and it only needs a few days of belief to accept a new seed. Once the subconscious accepts something as truth, it does not question, it creates. Persistence is the water that nourishes the seed until it sprouts. For 3 days you must not waver. Hold the vision steady. Repeat the scene. Saturate yourself in the feeling. Do not allow doubt to creep in and steal the seed before it grows. Many stop too soon, digging up their own roots by questioning the process. But those who persist for even 72 hours in pure faith will see signs appear. The subconscious, once impressed, sets forces in motion beyond your awareness. 3 days of persistence are enough to plant a tree that will bear fruit for a lifetime. If one phone call has the power to shatter your world negatively in a single moment, why do you doubt that positive change can come just as quickly? Life has always shown us that reality can shift in an instant. A doctor's words, a sudden opportunity, a message, an unexpected event, all of these can rewrite your story in a heartbeat. If negative shifts happen so fast, then positive shifts can too. The difference lies only in what you are prepared to receive. When you align with your desired outcome and hold it for 3 days, you give permission for reality to change in your favor. Do not underestimate how quickly life can move when you finally believe. In 3 days of unwavering focus, you can welcome the very shift you once thought impossible. Worthiness is the invisible gatekeeper of manifestation. You can imagine riches, love, or success, but if you secretly believe you don't deserve them, you will push them away. The 3-day shift requires not only seeing the desire but accepting it as your rightful inheritance. Many cancel their own blessings with guilt, shame, or doubt. But when you say, I am worthy of abundance, I am worthy of love, I am worthy of joy, you remove the barrier that holds back your new reality. For 3 days, do not only picture your dream, embrace yourself as the one chosen to live it. Worthiness is not earned. It is recognized. You were born deserving. The moment you accept this truth, your reality rushes to catch up. This technique is not about forcing reality to obey, it is about surrendering into certainty. Struggle comes from asking, when will it come? Power comes from declaring, it is already mine. In 3 days, your job is not to demand but to embody. Walk, speak, and think as if you already live in your desired reality. Certainty has a vibration that cannot be ignored. It is calm, unshaken, and magnetic. Life does not respond to desperate begging but to confident knowing. When you rest in assurance, the fight ends and receiving begins. 3 days of surrendering to certainty will do more than years of striving without belief. Reality is not rigid, it is fluid, always shaping itself to the state you live in. If you dwell in lack, you see more lack. If you dwell in abundance, doors open. This is why 3 days of living in the end are so powerful. You give reality no choice but to follow your lead. For 72 hours, you must refuse the old story and only embrace the new one. Reality is a mirror, and when you change the reflection within, the mirror outside must adjust. Even if nothing appears on day 1 or 2, know that the shift is already in progress. By day 3, the energy is undeniable, and the chain of events begins. Reality is always fluid, and the direction it flows depends on the state you consistently embody. The 3-day reality shift technique is not superstition, not luck, it is law. What you hold within, you will hold without. When you live in a reality for 3 days, your subconscious accepts it, and your world begins to organize around it. This is not magic in the sense of tricks, it is magic in the sense of power that defies ordinary explanation. For 3 days, you are the author of your life, writing the ending before it happens. The world, being obedient to your inner script, begins to act it out. 3 days are enough to start the change, but the change will continue unfolding long after. This is the law of consciousness, and those who use it wisely can transform any situation with astonishing speed.